One of my favorite memories as a kid was spending summers at the beach with my friends. Growing up in Southern California, my mom would take us to the beach every week during the summer, and we'd spend the days skimboarding and boogie boarding and enjoying the waves. Inevitably, every day that we were there, the lifeguards had to go in and rescue somebody. The beach that we went to, Newport Beach, it had a strong current. Some people call it an undertow or just a current that if you weren't careful, there were certain parts of the beach where the water, the current would actually start to pull you out farther into the ocean. And if you got caught in that and you didn't know how to get out of it, you would exhaust yourself trying to fight against the current and the lifeguard would have to come rescue you. And so we'd see this every time that we were at the beach. Now, luckily there was lots of lifeguards. You would see this happen where the lifeguard would spot somebody in the water. They would jump up. They had this big reddish orange buoy. They'd grab their fins and they'd run down to the water to get into the water to start swimming out to rescue this person. And they would get out to the person. A lot of times they had been struggling for a little bit. And so they were really exhausted by the time the lifeguard got out to them. Now, when the lifeguard got out to them, what do you think the lifeguard did? Do you think the lifeguard recommended that they take swim lessons? Do you think they said, hey, you know what? You would really benefit from being a stronger swimmer or practicing your swim stroke. Why don't we do that? Of course, that'd be silly. That's not what the lifeguard did in that situation. What the lifeguard did was they threw the buoy to the person so they could grab onto it and they would say, all right, now that you've got the buoy, we're going to swim to shore. I just need you to help me hold onto the buoy, on the flotation device, and we're going to kick back to shore. Now, once they were back on shore, they could have a conversation about, hey, you got to be careful. You need to be a stronger swimmer. Maybe you need to practice your treading water. But the lifeguard didn't have that conversation in the middle of the rescue. And so why am I telling you this? Well, this is exactly what I see happen when people are trying to sell nutrition programs and trying to sell continuity programs to their clients, where they're trying to sell their continuity way too soon in the process. What I mean by that is if you are trying to sell swim lessons to somebody who's drowning, that is not going to come off very good to them. The key to selling continuity is getting somebody a quick win, giving somebody that life jacket, getting them a result, saving them from whatever distress they're going through. And after we've got that win together, then having a conversation about, okay, how can we put these things in place so it doesn't happen again? How can we go through the training? How can we reprogram your mind in order to help you think better about these things? So if you're thinking about, or if you want to be selling more continuity, the key is we need to give them a quick win and then use that momentum to have a discussion about continuing on together to learn these things, to implement them, and in order to get a long-term result. So when you're thinking about how do I break up my main program and my continuity program, your main program should really be the life vest. Help somebody get out of their immediate pain, give somebody a quick win, and that's going to build the momentum for them to want to continue working with you to put things into place long term. So I'm going to be working with a handful of people in order to put that together for them. So if you're interested in taking your nutrition program and having a continuity program where people not only get a quick win in your first program, but then want to continue to work with you for months or years after that, in order to put these things in place, I'm going to be working with a handful of people in order to do that. So wherever you're watching this video, just make sure to reach out to me. We'll have a conversation to make sure that this is going to work for you. And I look forward to helping you implement this in your business. We'll talk to you soon.